Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So I hear, Felicity, that Ruth Bader Ginsburg attended the film in D.C. And did she like it?
She did, yeah. Yeah, we got the thumbs up. She loved it. So it was a great moment sharing it with her. Yeah, it was fantastic to see her when she came out onto stage. She did a Q&A before, and she had leopard skin boots on.
Oh, she's so sharp.
She's a rock star.
You really nailed her. You nailed the accent, and you know, I've met the Justice, and you were perfection as her. So I love the movie. The legal geek in me definitely did. And you say that it's a superhero movie.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, look, she has this sort of aura and status of like a superhero. Yeah, but what I loved about the movie more than anything is that you see the human behind it, which makes it more accessible. This isn't a woman who flies or shoots laser out of her eyes. This is a woman who changed the world by using just her brain, and I loved that. I love that aspect.
She does shoot lasers out of her eyes.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And at 85, she is the oldest Justice, I believe. Am I right about that? I think so.
Maybe.
And she literally recently broke 3 ribs. She fell, but she works out every single day with a trainer. What were your thoughts when you heard about that?
No!
The political stakes are pretty high right now without the notorious RBG.
But I mean, this just shows you how tough she is and why it's no surprise she is a Supreme Court justice, because she fell and broke 3 ribs and went home. If I stubbed my toe on this table getting out of here, I'm like, I gotta go to the hospital. I mean, she's tough.
Yeah, she was back in the office the next day.
She's a tough one.
With 3 broken ribs, I understand you guys actually went to dinner with her before filming. What was that like?
Yeah, it was tremendous. It was just about getting to know her on a more personal level and you know, finding out about the human behind the incredible icon. But it was wonderful when we were all sort of nervously waiting outside to go into her office to meet her, and we went in, and then I just noticed that she couldn't take her eyes off Armie Hammer.
She's human. Okay. I can't even imagine having to prepare for that role, to play RGB, because she's an inspiration to so many people. How did you study for that role? How did you prepare for it?
Oh, well, I mean, as you say, it's definitely nerve-wracking playing someone who is so deeply beloved and so many people look up to. But I mean, my way into it was to just, you know, go through every single detail, change myself as much as possible to become the notorious RBG.
Even how she walks.
Absolutely, absolutely. And she has this, she just has an incredible presence, and she takes time with everything, and you understand just the dedication that she has put into her work and the hard work that it has taken to get where she is.
I was in her chambers one time, and somebody got in there, and she just was telling us all the cases that are coming up, and she spent time really rolling it out. It was so interesting. She's a hard worker. The other thing about the movie is you see that her relationship with her husband was very strong, that he was very supportive, backed her up, and I think did that resonate with you yourselves in your lives?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's really funny because now that my wife has seen the movie, anytime I do something, if I get out of the car and I walk away, she'll go, well, Marty wouldn't do that. You're right.
Oh, boy.
You screwed yourself.
Yeah, but just like living in that sort of character and walking in those shoes for a couple of months, I mean, I know for a fact that it made me a better partner and a better husband and a better father and all that stuff. And it's great to get to play, and it's also great to play a character like that feels kind of vastly underrepresented in film.
Yeah, because that character does not get played very often because he's not the sexy one. Do you know what I mean? It's not sexy to be the equal of your partner.
And he's a tax lawyer, but they worked together on one of her first important cases, and a lot of people don't know that.
But he has a strong
about the
ego,
history.
I'm assuming, the guy. You know, he had a strong ego.
Well, he was like super self-assured.
Yeah.
Like he was incredibly confident and strong. So people look at him and they go, well, you kind of played a weaker man. I'm like, well, that probably says more about you to say that. But also, think about this. This is a guy who in the 50s and 60s and 70s existed in an equal partnership with his wife. He did the cooking, he did the cleaning, he did whatever he could to facilitate.
And he was a great cook.
For sure, he was an amazing cook.
That takes more confidence.
Imagine in the 50s, you're at home cooking for your family in like an apron, and your friends come over and they go, Marty, what are you doing? You're like, I'm cooking, would you like some? He was really self-assured.
You were chopping in the movie like a master chef. Are you a good cook, too?
I'd like to think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. That was off topic, but I just remembered it. What was also interesting in the movie was, and Whoopi talk about it all the time, she talks about the fact that women at that time had to get credit cards in their husband's name.
Yes, baby, yes.
And I was just thinking, so Ruth Bader Ginsburg had to get a credit card in her husband's name.
Yeah,
I mean,
the world
just
was against her every step of the way.
unbelievable.
Yeah, and it's how she just fought. She just pushed through it, and obviously with her husband and her family, and so much of their story is about how they did it together.
Yeah.
And as you say, it's like men and women can achieve great things when they work in harmony with each other.
Exactly.
Joy, it comes right at a time when you saw that play last night of Gloria Steinem.
Gloria Steinem's life, and you know those days were rough on women, but we paid cash.
Yeah. The credit card.
If you had cash.
Well, the thing is, it didn't cost what they cost now. So.
No.
Felicity, I hear that you had an unusual way of loosening up before shooting your scenes. What was that?
I mean, I always look to the phenomenal Beyonce.
Yes.
Preparing for any scene. She is just the perfect. It's particularly her music videos.
Yeah.
And Kaylee and I, who plays my daughter beautifully in the film, it's when we were playing the scenes in the 70s, and we wanted to show the shift from the 50s, which was, you know, so much more controlled, and then when you get into the 70s, it's all about, you know, being a little bit looser, and so we would watch Single Ladies before we'd go and do a scene.
The Single Ladies video.
And we'd try and imitate the dance very
Did
badly.
you get it down?
Would you like to try?
And I hear you have a similar process, an acting process before your scene.
I also watch Beyonce before every single take. Yeah.
Well, it's a great film, and
It
I
is.
suspect many people will get enlightened about what you can do when you work together. That's an amazing thing. So our thanks to Felicity and Armie. On the basis of Sex will be in select theaters Christmas Day and opens nationwide January 11th. And we, of course, will be right back.